Well, the frigid temperatures are nothing new for those of us who live in the Rochester area, but across the country and especially in the South, people are feeling the impacts of something called a polar vortex. First Alert Meteorologist Nate Morris is braving the cold up on the News 10 NBC Sky Deck this morning to explain. So, Nate, what exactly is a polar vortex?
Yeah, thank you, Lynette. So the polar vortex is one of those weather phenomena that, we hear about a lot. A few years ago, it was a big deal, causing frigid temperatures across most of the continental United States. And yeah, it's called the polar vortex for a reason. It really chills things down. That's to be said at the least. Up here, I'm wearing 5 layers. I'm stoked. It's bitterly cold out. But I've got some numbers for you. The past 4 days, we have had all sub-freezing temperatures. In fact, it's been like that really the past 7 days. Highest temperature, 29 degrees on the 5th, all at least 5 degrees below normal, getting down to 10 degrees below normal yesterday. And so, yeah, what is the polar vortex? Well, the polar vortex is called a vortex because it's an area of spinning cold air, and that's where the word polar comes from, situated over the North Pole. Now, normally, the jet stream is the border of the polar vortex, and it's very circular, it's uptight, but during the winter months, the North Pole is getting less sunlight, so it's getting less warmth. That jet stream starts to weaken, it starts to wobble, and it takes with it that polar vortex. It breaks up into little smaller parts. So it's not exactly the polar vortex that is giving us that cold air, it's the breaking down of the polar vortex that is allowing that Arctic air to come in. So that is why it has been so cold for so long, and unfortunately, as you can see here in our futurecast, this is showing temperature at about 5,000 feet, which is a good way to tell where that Arctic air is coming through. It's going to be like that all the way through the next week. So definitely bundle up, maybe wear at least more than 5 layers, because I'm doing that right now and I'm still freezing up here.
Come on in and get warm. Thanks.